Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Gashi's Kaman TV, the tallest man in Black Africa. Yesterday, William Samoei Ruto was addressing the European Parliament in France. After his speech, after his address, the European Parliament gave him a standing ovation in honor of his speech. They were very much excited by his speech. They were so excited that they clapped for almost 3 minutes without ceasing. And William Samoei Ruto was full of ecstasy. William Samoei Ruto was on the moon. UDA die-hard supporters were sharing the video, even sharing to themselves and their relatives and even people who do not subscribe to their ideologies. Ladies and gentlemen, this was very interesting and very ironical, because when was William Samoei Ruto last given a standing ovation, even in a school gathering? When was he ever given a standing ovation in the Senate or in Parliament? This cannot happen in Kenya. So why was he given a standing ovation? Because I remember his speech was much dwelling on the climate change. So the first thing that made the European Parliament to give him a standing ovation is, number one, he was talking about climate change. So the theme of the meeting about climate change is one of the things that made him to be given a standing ovation, kwa sababu wazungu wanachukulia the issue of climate change very seriously. They take it so dearly because, you know, for one thing, they are the number one polluters of our environment. If there are people who have polluted the environment, if there are people who have destroyed our environment, it is the white people, the European and the Americans. They have completely destroyed our environment. They have completely exploited our resources, our natural resources. They have exploited them. Remember the way they were harvesting bamboo trees in Mombasa, kule sehemu za Kilifi, wakipeleka kwao kwenda kutengeneza dawa, kisha dawa zile zile wanakuja kutuuzia. When they find somebody who is very much willing, so ready to preserve and conserve the environment, then you see why they are clapping, giving a standing ovation, because he is the only star who is actually advocating this issue, this idea in Africa. He's the only voice in the wilderness. Kwa hivyo wanafurahi sana wakati wanamuona akizungumzia lile swala ambalo wao wenyewe wanaona ni hatari sana kwa maisha yao. So they are seeing William Samoei Ruto as somebody who can save their future generation. The second reason, in my view, is because of the eloquence. William Samoei Ruto is charismatic. Mgala muwe na haki umpe. He is a smooth talker. He knows how to express himself. And he knows how to capture the imagination of the audience. And he does it so well, especially when in a foreign country. I don't know why he's inspired when he's in a foreign country. Because I strongly believe William Samoei Ruto has been very busy looking for one thing. This idea of climate change and the eloquence, the way he carries it, especially when outside Kenya. I strongly believe he is looking for Nobel Peace Prize. I strongly believe that William Samoei Ruto, you know, ni mtu ambaye anapenda sifa kocho, lazima awe anatafuta ile zawadi ya amani ya Nobel Peace Prize. Is he going to succeed? So the fact that he's a smooth talker, the fact that he's eloquent, the fact that he can move the crowd is something that shocked the European. Na wakapenda sana, unajua wanapenda mtu ambaye ni mlubi, kwa sababu ule ulubi wake unajitokeza wazi, kwa sababu ukiwa mlubi you can identify yourself with the situation, you can change the tone with the situation. Kwa sababu ukisikiliza ile hotuba yake anaongea, when you listen to the tone, it tells you that there is urgency, the tone of urgency, the tone of despair, the tone of determination is the one that made him to be given a standing ovation. The other thing is because of his Haiti mission. Unajua wazungu wanafurahi sana. You know, European Union Parliament is in France. And wazungu wakati wako pale wakisikia kuna mtu ambaye Mwafrika, ambaye rais Mwafrika from a poor third world country who has sacrificed his security men to go and face wale majagili pale, majagili hatari sana kule Haiti. They must clap for him. Hiki ni kinaya, ni dhihaka, ni kumdhihaki. Kwa wakati ambapo wanajitokeza pale kumpigia makofi, wanampigia makofi kwa sababu wanajua wao wenyewe hawezi wakatuma jeshi la polisi lao kule, hawezi wakatuma askari wao pale, hawezi wakatuma hata majasusi pale. And that is why France actually said that is going to support William Samoei Ruto's mission in Haiti. So they are very, very happy because they look at Kenya. You know, Kenya, we don't have any interest in Haiti. For sure, you have nothing to gain in Haiti. But we are sacrificing our sons and daughters to go and face the massacre, because what is likely to come out there is massacre. Tunaweza kutokea vifo ambavyo havijai kuonekana, vifo ambavyo vinaweza kumwaibisha William Samoei Ruto. So the fact he has agreed to send the troops in Haiti ni jambo ambalo linawafurahisha sana, ni jambo ambalo linawafanya wampigie makofi, wasimame kwa niaba ya heshima. Sio kwa sababu ati vile wanamuona wakiwa mzuri, ni kwa sababu ya lile swala kwamba hakuna taifa lingine ambalo likubali mwito wa Marekani, that he has fallen into the traps of the North America. Is something that linafurahisha wazungu sana, kuona kwamba kuna mtu ambaye amejitolea kwenda nini pale msalabani, msalaba wa kifo, msalaba hatari, msalaba majagili. Whether our soldiers and policemen, because I strongly believe most of these are highly trained police officers, if they are they are going to come out safely, only God knows. The other issue is about the IMF and the World Bank. William Samoei Ruto is a consumer, is a customer of IMF and World Bank. Wanafurahi sana. No, the International Monetary Funds and the World Bank, they have found a customer, a very willing client in Kenya, and in the name of William Samoei Ruto. The fact that anapewa mikopo na wanajua sasa wanafurahi. They can see a market in Kenya. They can see that they can now actually talk to him nicely. And the engineers and the architecturers, they can be given work to come and do in Kenya. So ni biashara wanaona tu pale, sio kwa sababu wanampenda, wanaona kwamba, because when you look at William Samoei Ruto is coming out now very clearly as an agent of the imperialists in Africa. He's coming out as an agent who is so willing to do whatever the Americans want. And that's why you realize during the elections, kama unakumbuka vizuri sana, Marekani ilikuwa katika mstari wa mbele na Uingereza kutetea uchaguzi wa William Samoei Ruto. Remember the way they were issuing travel advisories to their citizens, kwamba watu wajiepushe na sehemu fulani, Kisumu, Nairobi, nini. They have a stake in this government. And when I look at it, William Samoei Ruto was their candidate. Do you think kama ni mtu mwingine wangesimama? We know very well that Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta was the best orator of all time. Lakini hatujawahi kuona akizungumza pale, and he was given a standing ovation. Wazungu wanapenda yule mtu ambaye ako tayari kuisaliti nchi yake. Hawapendi mtu ambaye anapenda nchi yake. They don't love nationalists. They love people who can actually play to their tune. They love people who can actually agree to whatever they are saying. They love people who actually follows what they are doing. They love people who agree to the conditions of IMF and World Bank. Hao ndio watu ambao wanapenda sana. Lakini ukijitokeza kama Raila Amolo Odinga, waambie hapa tunajua hivi nafaa kuwa hivi. Our people are saying this and we are supposed to do it this way. I think they have no time for you. They have no time for you. But a time is coming when Mwafrika ataweza kusimama, aonyeshe msimamo wake, msimamo dhabiti, msimamo ambao unanufaisha Mwafrika mwenzake, lakini sio kunufaisha mzungu, because from all angles William Samoei Ruto is not popular in Kenya and very, very popular in European communities, especially in Western Europe and North America. And there are reasons why he is popular. So it is total contradiction. I don't know what you think, ladies and gentlemen, but from where I sit, that standing ovation cannot happen in Kenya, na wanafanya hivyo kwa sababu ya ubinafsi. Please remember to like this video, comment, share the video, and have a blessed day. Bye-bye.